Okay, we'll start this training program in regards to the new emergency reporting system that we'll be using for records management for the Hampton Township Volunteer Fire Company. I'd like to go over a couple of important parts that we should consider. All of you will receive a document, and the document is a guideline that has all the pertinent information that's necessary for doing reports. Step-by-step methods, you will see exactly what codes to put in for what, and most importantly is some guidelines on writing a narrative. So we'll get into some details when we get to that part of the records management system when we start to talk about the narrative. There's some details, so all of the narratives are somewhat similar. So this document tells you exactly how to put what in for what. Attached to the document also are the incident types to help you, and I exported this directly out of the National NIFRS manual, and you will see a code and a description of exactly what the incident was upon arrival. And that's the most important thing that we need to understand is when you start to code these, what is the incident and what is the incident upon arrival of the department. So this is an 18-page document. You all have that. I encourage you to print that out and have that ready with you. So let's take a look at emergency reporting. Let me make this just a little bit bigger. So all of you have a login. You're going to log in the system. And the front page looks like this. So we're going to just focus, this training module is going to focus on the incidents. So you'll click incidents, and there's going to be a list of all the different incidents that we have. So let's focus on starting a new one. And you'll come up to the basic information. And all of these tabs, we're going to start with station. We're going to go with the generic one, Hampton Township Volunteer Fire Company, since it's not stations. We do not have shifts or platoons, so it is not applicable. You put today's date in. Now this incident number, the incident number is going to be a running total of our company incident number. Once we get the system started for 2017, all you need to do is come up and hit the next ID, and it will bring the next number up. So I'm going to put in a fake number for this. And the dispatch run number is going to be the number that comes with the county CAD code. So I'll put a number in with the county CAD code right there. So incident type, this is what I was speaking about earlier that is in the written document that you get. You click on incident type. We're going to do a motor vehicle accident with injuries. Aid given. When we talk about aid given, what we are talking about with aid given is automatic aid. If a department is dispatched with us, that is automatic. It's been set up ahead of time. So mutual aid given or mutual aid received is if it is specifically requested. So automatic is mostly what we're going to get. So for this situation, we're going to say there has been none for this specific call. And for hazmat release, there's going to be none in a hazmat release situation. So then you clicked on next. This is basic information that is there was casualties for the department, or if you wish to record information about people involved. If you would click yes and then next, another tab would open up here. And what I mean by people is if there are homeowners, business owners, people that we want to record their name. Normally in our world, we have not recorded the names of people that have been involved in vehicle accidents. So click on next here. And then we'll start to add some information. So incident type, we're going to go with the street address. And for sake of this training program, we'll put in 1200 Good Hope Road. So this is pre-populated, 1200 Good Hope Road. Let me go through, and that is Mechanicsburg. There's a city code and a county code. So the county code is required. So we'll go and click on Cumberland County and then Township of Hampton. So that takes care of our city code and county code. No need for Latin long. That will automatically pre-populate based upon the address. Cross street directions, national grid. Most likely we're not going to need that at all. So zone is our boxes. So you will see we'll get out and have added all of our boxes in here. So we'll go to the 3008 box. Click on there. Don't worry about population density, census tract. Is it a mixed-use property? Is it not? What type of property it is? And it comes down to it's outside, and that is residential street, highway divided street, or road in commercial area. I guess you could get that as a residential street. So, mixed-use property. That has to do if it is used for business and residence, educational use, things like that. So you don't have to really worry about that. So you're going to click on that. Apparatus and personnel involved. Personnel involved but not on an apparatus. This would be if we would have anyone that is at the stations that have responded later and would like credit for the calls. So with that, we're just going to put in a member that has responded to the station. Add role. You could add roles, specific roles to each individual too. And we'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit. So we have an individual that responded to the station, so let's add apparatus. So apparatus ID, we'll go to squad 30. It's already a typed unit, suppression unit, response mode, initial lights and siren. Let's put lights and siren. Today's date, and it will pre-fill all the dates below. And the time, let's put into 0630, 0640, 12, and then you could fill the times, and as we do now until our CAD gets figured out and what we're going to do with that, you could adjust the time. So we have our alarm time, our alarm time, our dispatch time, our en route time, arrive time. So I will just mess with the dispatch time, 40, 13, and let's go, I'm not sorry, 40. We're going to go with dispatches, hold on here, clear those out. 41, 13, 06, 44, 12, arrived, 06, 45, 12, cleared the scene. Click on, I'm sorry, here. Don't need that one. Hold on here. I put those two, I hit a key and it wouldn't let us go through, so you have to be concerned about that. I put something in there, so we were on scene for 10 minutes. And then we have it in quarters and in service time. Traditionally, what we have done is we have not captured those data in regards to when we were in quarters and in service. However, I believe it would be a good thing to do that. We'll have to talk a little bit further in regards to that to make sure that we decide what we're going to do with that. And in service, again, if we would have an extended cleaning time with apparatus while members are at the scene or at the station after a call, for data purposes, it would be a good idea. However, traditionally, we have not captured that data. But we'll continue to talk about that. So with squad 30, let's start to add the crew. So let's add first person here, add the role, and let's look. We need to identify who is driving apparatus. Okay, let's take a look here. It should say driving apparatus. Drive, operate, fire apparatus right there. Save. Okay, so that's what that person did. We'll add firefighter, add role. Maybe let's say provided assistance other. Take another here. Add. Let's see here. We have to have someone that's in charge of the call. incident command. And just added another member right there. So with that, we have one vehicle that has been added with 4 members. Okay. Add another vehicle. Let's go to traffic 30. Response mode, lights and siren. Today's date, fill the dates. Fill from previous apparatus. It's a little tab you can click right there. If the vehicles were, if they came at the same time, if they, or you could just go in and adjust the times as necessary. For the purpose of this, we're not going to do that. So you will see that once we've added someone, we're not able to add them again. So we will add the members to traffic 30. Drive apparatus or vehicle and save that. So that's all we have for that situation right there. You'll see green light means we've captured everything. Next, primary action taken. Hazardous condition, other. And if you want to, I'm looking for provide traffic control, assistance, control traffic right there. The only one we have to put in there is one of them. Okay, so medical priority dispatch, you do not have to worry about that. Losses, we should worry about that with a fire call. Things like that, pre-incident value for a fire call, but for this we're not. Also have a list of neighboring agencies that are involved. The one specifically for this, I believe I have 71 put in here, ambulance 71. So that, then we start our narrative portion. So you click on set the narrative, and what I do want to go back to our guideline, our material here, the written document. And in the part of the written document, there's all incidents, and what we'd like to document is, again, all narratives should tell a story about what has transpired from dispatch to return to the station. Any good story contains the five W's: the who, what, when, where, where, why, and how. Okay, so all incidents, what we're asking for is location responded from, if other than the station. If the reason for dispatch was different than what was found, the reason, the nature of dispatch, what was actually found. State upon arrival, what did you have? Two-car MVA head-on with persons in both cars, 2-story house with fire coming from the front picture window. What actions were taken? Okay, what actions were taken? Any automatic or mutual aid units that were dispatched with us? Was a Knox box used? Again, for an auto accident, when we look at an auto accident, whether or not there were any hazards, controlled, any extrications, door pulled, if a line was charged, was traffic control established, things like that. So for the majority of our alarms, I do have each one of these specific things that should be identified in it. So again, incident narrative. And again, we have a check spelling in here too, which is a kind of a pretty cool feature. So with that, and again, you can click other agencies that were on the scene, mutual aid, EMS. So we're still developing and taking a look at that specific piece there on the data that we want. And clicking next, if we need to upload files, and I like this idea, if you would take any pictures at the scene, you could upload files. Again, you'd have to, again, save them from your computer. If you're on the desktop, if you have something like that, if you have a file from something, I'm not sure if it's going to take videos. I'm still working on that, but you could certainly at this point, upload a file to do that. Next is the some specific data points that we're still kind of working on. I have to think about this a little bit more, and we'll talk about this, is adding the CAD code from county. I'm not sure. This is the dispatch information on what it would be. These are the different CAD, the different codes that we get. Traffic accident, unknown injuries, traffic accidents. So, vehicle accident. Was a hose line pulled? Yes or no? Or did we use extrication equipment? Any injuries? No. EMS agency or second unit. Just a couple of different things. Did we use hazmat supplies? Stuff like that. Those are our custom fields that we do have. The next part here is kind of interesting. This is what they call the payroll part, but we don't do payroll. We do points, or we're working on an incentive system, and this kind of system here, I'm still kind of figuring it out, and we're going to have to talk about it a little bit. So we've got basically 42 minutes that we're on the scene. So basically what we want to do is, we could put 0.42, or for example, 1 point per call. If everyone gets 1 point per call, they get 1 point per call, but we have to, we don't give money out to our members. We have to put a default in this piece here. The example would be as if we were a combination department and people got paid, we would put their pay per call rate and stuff here in this location. So at that point in time, you would authorize this, so you would put your password in, okay? You would put your password in and click complete, not complete and reviewed. If you would click reviewed, that would mean it would be reviewed and then locked, okay? So basically what happens is we'll go back to home here, incidents. You will see that the one that I completed is incomplete. It's incomplete until it has been reviewed, okay, when we do the QA system. So this is a very basic start of our system. Please provide me with any questions that you have as soon as possible, and I will get back to you. Thank you very much.